In our sedentary lifestyle these days, we keep on sitting on a single chair, working in front of a machine, constantly occupied in some or the other work. We tend to have a lot of physical issues, like it can be cervical issue, it can be frozen shoulder, it can be knee issues, it can be severe back pain, and countless. So we cannot help it. We are equipped with a lot of machines, and we are assisted with a lot of machines these days which accomplish a lot of our tasks, and we operate them. We are most of the times inactive, but this shouldn't lead to elimination of active lifestyles in our routine. Do something in a whole day. You can cycle, you can walk, you can run around, you can play with your kids, you can play with your parents, and so many other things. So do not miss that life element in your lifestyle. Heading towards our last episode of Surya Namaskar, finally, blending the breathing aspect into the Surya Namaskar. We've come up with the last episode of this series. A lot of times what happens is, we do Surya Namaskar one after the other. We do it as fast as possible, without chanting mantras, without, knowing the right way of doing it. What happens is, at the end of after 20, 30, 12, 10, 5, 6, depending on your physical ability, you get exhausted. You get tired. You, after doing Surya Namaskar, specify these words that I am so exhausted, yaar, I did 50 Surya Namaskar, I did 10 Surya Namaskar. Ideally, when you do Surya Namaskar, whether it is 10, 5, 15, 20, 108, whatever it is, you shouldn't feel tired or exhausted. Instead, you should have a lot of energy stored in it. Is it really possible? Yes, if you do your Surya Namaskar with the mantras, with properly stretching in those asanas, and very, very importantly, blending the breathing process in the asanas, or blending the breath in the asanas. So it's very, very important that while you are doing Surya Namaskar, you breathe. Because if you are not breathing properly, this may lead to short of breath at the end of every cycle you perform. So if you do not know how to do this breathing techniques and what exactly you adopt, how do you breathe in these Surya Namaskars, let's quickly get started. So before we start with how to breathe in Surya Namaskar, we need to know these 4 important terms. The first 2 are inhale and exhale. Now what's new in this? Inhale is nothing but breathing in, and exhale is nothing but breathing out. But over here, we'll be talking in detail about inhalation and exhalation process. Inhalation is nothing but through your nostril you breathe in, and it goes to your lung, your chest or your lung expands, and as your lungs expands properly, there is a thin membrane termed as diaphragm, which is very elastic. Your lungs pushes the diaphragm down, and your belly or your abdomen expands, or I should say it bulges out. In the similar manner, when you exhale out with your nostrils, the lung pushes out the carbon dioxide from your nostrils and they contract. As the lungs contract, the diaphragm takes its original position, that is, it becomes a dome shaped membrane, and your belly goes in. And that is why every time you inhale in, your belly comes out, and every time you exhale out, your belly goes in. Now this process, consciously, subconsciously, unconsciously, keeps on happening in your body every time, whether you know it or you don't know it, whether you're aware or unaware about this process. That is why this process is nothing but a life element. That is, it's a life in our body. Okay, now the next term over here is kumbhak. Now when I say kumbhak, it becomes a little new for you. But when I say holding your breath, then you already know what is it, right? So here we are talking about kumbhak, that is holding your breath. Now what's new about this? Nothing new. We would be learning 2 types of kumbhak over here, or we would be executing 2 types of kumbhak in Surya Namaskar. The first one is antar kumbhak and the second one is bahya kumbhak. When I say antar kumbhak, as the name suggests, antar, that means when you inhale in, you are taking all the air in your lungs and filling your lungs with the oxygen, and you are holding your breath in it for a few counts, for a few moments. That is kumbhak or antar kumbhak, that is internal retention of breath. That is, your air or the breath is in your lungs already and you are holding it for some period of time. When I'm talking about bahya kumbhak or bahir kumbhak, as the name suggests, you inhale and then you exhale out. When your lungs contract and releases all the air out of the lungs, that means it is now empty. In this particular state, you are holding your breath for a certain period of time, that is a few moments or a few seconds or a few counts. That is nothing but bahya kumbhak or bahir kumbhak. Alright, so we would be practicing these two types of kumbhaks in Surya Namaskar, type 1 and type 2 both. To avoid confusion, I have explained all these 4 terms over here. We will talk about them in detail when we discuss about pranayam in our upcoming videos. So now let's move ahead with type 1 Surya Namaskar and how do we breathe in it. The first step is Namaskarasan, wherein you are supposed to exhale, that is take the breath out. Taking your hands up, when you expand your chest, you inhale in Hasta Uttanasan. Going down to Padhastasana, you are supposed to exhale because you press down your belly and your chest as well. Now from there, when we are going to Ekpadprasaranasan, we will inhale. Going ahead in Chatushkonasan, exhale out. Slowly going down to Ashtanga Namaskarasan or Ashtanga Pranipadasan, you will hold your breath or you will go for Bahya Kumbhak. Inhaling in, go for Bhujangasan. Slowly exhaling out, go for Chatushkonasan. Taking your right leg forward, we will go for Ekpad Akarsanasan and we will inhale. Slowly exhale and go to Padhastasan. Inhale up to Hasta Uttanasan and exhale down to Namaskarasan. Now as we move ahead to type 2 Surya Namaskar with breathing, in first step, as we did before, you are supposed to exhale in Namaskarasan, inhale in Hasta Uttanasan, slowly exhale and go to Padhastasan. Now from there, going to Anjaneya Asana, inhale. Now when we go to plank pose or Falakasana, over here you are supposed to do Antar Kumbhak or internal retention of breath. In Ashtanga Namaskarasan, you go for exhalation. In Bhujangasan, inhale. In Chatushkonasan, you will exhale. Anjaneya Asana, inhale. Padahastasana, exhale. Hasta Uttanasan, inhale. And Namaskarasan, exhale. So now you know how not to perform the Surya Namaskar mechanically. I've almost given proper guide to you for performing Surya Namaskar properly. I don't think now there should be any problems. If you find and if you still have a lot of queries regarding Surya Namaskar, please drop your queries in the comment section below. We would love to solve them. I do not mind adding upon 5-6 videos to these series. It's absolutely fine if you have those queries. So please drop in your queries. If you found this video helpful, please share your encouraging words for us. It actually motivates me to make more and more content for you people. And if you find this really helpful, make sure that you like, share and subscribe this channel as well. Do share it with your friends and family members. I am sure they will also find this video very helpful. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy and stay tuned with us for the next series. See you. Bye-bye.